Today I bring you one of the most unique add-ons we have on the Minecraft marketplace. Say hello to the mini blocks add-on created by Float Studios. Now this add-on, well, introduces mini blocks to your Minecraft world with endless possibilities for survival, creative, and builder players in mind. There is a bunch of usability features as well, such as custom selection boxes and the ability to break up any compatible vanilla block into mini block versions by breaking it directly. And the best part is, this add-on will only cost you 490 Minecoins, which is only $3 US. Let's check it out together. So today's video is not sponsored. I did get early access to today's add-on. I was so impressed with this. Maybe a little bit more than I should be. It's a fantastic value. It's unique. And we haven't really seen anything like this before. I think you guys are going to love this. As always, once you do have this installed in your pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook. This has to be placed on the ground. Now, before we get into this, we do have a couple of settings options. These are quite important, and I want to start right here. As of right now, everything is on, okay? But if I go ahead and grab myself a couple of tools here and start hovering over blocks, and we start mining here, it's going to mine them out in tiny form. I was so impressed with this. Now, again, this can be turned on or off at player discretion, but this is brilliant. And I nearly missed this feature. This is going to be the same for so many different blocks. Now, if you're a builder out there, I know you guys are sitting there and your brains are ticking how on earth you could use this. Honestly. And you could go ahead and place them back down however you want. It's so impressive. So you know those vertical slabs that you've always wanted in Minecraft? Yeah, you can create these. Not only that, you can create custom stairs and so much more. Anyway, before we do get too carried away, I was messing around with the settings just to kind of make sure and see what they do. If you don't like this, because I know it might get a little bit annoying, a little bit tedious, sometimes you can turn this on or off. It's completely up to you. Selection on or off, it's completely up to players. Turn them on, turn them off. So yeah, if you don't like the thing showing up, you can turn this off. But I kind of like it. Like, especially if I was messing around with this add-on, for me, it makes sense to have this on just so you know that you're doing it correctly. Like, you can build pipes and everything with this. I don't think the thumbnail of this add-on actually has done this justice. There is a few details to understand before we jump into this with a little bit more detail. It says, Mini Blocks add-on adds over 250 plus vanilla blocks to your world. A mini block is 1/8 of a regular Minecraft block. They can be placed down in any position within a regular Minecraft block space. Most blocks can be turned into a mini block. Simply place the block you want to become a mini block into a stone cutter. But as I did demonstrate and show you, you can also use these tools as well to get yourself the mini blocks if you wanted to do it that way. Another way, as they did explain, is grab yourself whatever block you want, and you can go ahead and convert them. Some might have multiple options, so grass, or you can have like this kind of grass, you know? Is this like a full block grass? It is. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun with this. I can't quite fit through there, but yeah, like you can do so much with this. You can also break it with your hand as well. Obviously, it does recommend using the correct tool, but yeah, like you can do letters and everything. I'm just trying to mess around with this. You've got like T's. Let's have a look if we can do like an A. I think we could, but we might have to go slightly bigger here. Let's see. Yeah, we can. Let's go like this way. All the way across, and then there. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. Like I said, it's more of a simplified add-on when you think of it on the surface, but it has so many different outcomes. I wonder if you can undo this. No, you can't undo what you've created, unfortunately. So be careful what you convert. I gotta have a little look at like the stairs, because they were kind of teasing stair variations with this, like that. Okay, let's get rid of these real quick. There you go. You gotta actually face the right one that you want to destroy. So let's go up a little bit more here. Bring it to about here. Yeah, there's gonna be so many cool little stairs that you could make with this. It's so cool. Okay, so we're gonna go one more. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. And I'm going to place this one right there. Dude, I'm sold. I'm sold. And you can mix and match as well. I think. Let's try. If I was to grab myself another piece of stone here, and I place a stone on here, is it possible to mix and match? No. It will delete this. Because this is a symbol of basic... I know it's a barrier block, but it's a symbol to say you can't do that there. As a positive, though, we could place it next to it. So, yeah, although you can't mix and match the actual blocks, I guess I'm fine with that. You can still place them next to each other. Intrusive forts. I need to kind of see how this works. You can do it with the trees. You can do it with the trees. Oh, I would troll my friends so hard with this, by the way. They'd get so confused. Imagine you could do it with the animals and just start taking parts away from them. All right, we could do this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And then, like, when you have these and you start placing them, it does the corners. It actually does each corner. Oh, that right there, I'm sold. I'm thinking of, like, a custom staircase you could do with this as well. Can we go higher? Kinda. Place this there. You can. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll come back to the tree. I'm getting way too carried away. Let's place this down and learn a little bit more. There's a few things to learn. Placing a mini block is just as simple as placing a normal Minecraft block. It says, when placing the first mini block, simply look at the selection of the block you want the mini block to be placed in. So, like I said, if there's a barrier block, it's not going to work. I think if it's highlighted, it is going to work. When adding more mini blocks to an existing mini block, always place the new block on the side of the existing one. So that basically just means if you're placing it on this, you have to place it next to it, like on it, in a way. Next, it also says removing mini blocks. We know exactly how this works, but there is like a warning at the bottom. Be sure to pay attention to the selection box. You can't destroy a mini block by looking through an empty block selection block area. So let's kind of try this. I can break this, but I don't think we can break the one at the back. Oh, dude. I was trying to break it so I could go down. You have to still use the right tools here. Make sure we're doing it in the right corner. There we go. Place that back down. So I can't break this through there. You have to do it this way. Okay. This is what it means in terms of the selections. The blue selection box will show you where you can place a mini block. The orange selection box means a mini block can be placed in that location, but you need to look at the side face of the existing mini block in that location to place it down. The red selection box appears when holding a tool such as a pickaxe. This will show you which mini block you are trying to destroy. And the red, basically, with the circle and crossed out, is basically saying it's not going to work. And the block conversion on the right-hand side, it does say any vanilla compatible block will be converted into a full mini block. While holding a tool, look at the Minecraft block. A purple selection box will appear, which, as you guys have seen at the start of this video, but again, at the bottom, it can be toggled on or off. So I didn't actually show you this, but if you're holding a tool, you can actually double crouch to turn this on or off, as you can see. So if I was to double crouch, it's going to be a full block. If I do it again, it's going to be the mini blocks. Oh, I like that. That's quite important, actually, because I was sitting there thinking, this could get really annoying having to go inside of the settings and do it that way. No, this can all be done just by doing this, and it'll tell you in the chat. The creators also have a tips and tricks section, so you can create poles, vertical slabs, half stairs, working stairs, as we did see. You can also use mini blocks to create different fence styles, and the top right, create circles. And that feels illegal in Minecraft, but also very cool. I'm gonna have a little bit of a mess around with these in today's video anyway, and then also explains a little bit more about the detailing. Now, as a disclaimer right now, not all blocks are supported. From my understanding, there is no nether or end-related blocks inside of this, and some blocks haven't been included due to limitations, but they did tell me if this is a successful add-on, they do have hopes to hopefully introduce more blocks with community feedback. So with all of that out of the way, you can just put anything you desire inside of here, as you did see, and you get a lot in return. I really like the ability of doing this. I really like it. So I'm just trying to think of designs. I'm not a builder. I'm certainly not a builder at all. But even though I'm not a builder, I really like this kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of what else I could do here, honestly. I'm going to try and, like, make some kind of decoration here. I don't know what I'm doing. This could be, like, a custom tree base. Because they did actually show that. Wait, can I... Here's a question. Oh. Oh, we can do this to the leaves as well. Leaves is certainly one of them that can be done. Okay. Yeah, and when you get out of this, you still have the whole like black outline if you play the same way I do. But we'll go and check out a whole bunch more. Let's have a little look at this. What can we do with this? Can't place it there. I wish we could. Can I place it on top? I can't. Can place it next to it, though. Can't place it there. Can place it there. Can place it there. But then I could come back and break this one, right? I could. Okay, yeah. So lots of breaking and placing at the same time. I'm going to grab just a couple of each one of these because they are all supported because I double checked. Even the smooth. Definitely a block that I would use quite a lot of. So we've got the minis. We've got the minis. The minis. And the minis. Poles, obviously, is one thing you're able to do. So I'm just thinking of, like, doors. The only thing I could think of. What about if we go, like... Can I do it this way? I can. And then attaching to this. And then I'd like to take this one out. For example, attach another one there. And then another one on top of that. This is what I was kind of going for. Again, I'm not great at building. I'm just thinking of, like, fence designs that I could possibly do with this. Have it like this, and then go across. Exact same like this. Yeah, there's so many different ways people are going to use these. And I can somewhat attach these together. Obviously, we can't mix and match the colors. I'd have to break these. But, like, if you wanted to go, like, aesthetics, because I know a lot of you guys are suckers for aesthetics. That's wrong. Let's break this. And then we go like this. As long as it's attaching that way, you can still do it. And then go with, like, another one here. Oh, I can't with that. Oh, I can't with that. That's a shame. That's a little bit of a shame. So you'd have to go, like, one base kind of color. I guess that's okay. I could deal with that. And you could make so many cool things with this. I like the ones that have detailing. So the ones that have, like, for example, this, especially like the likes of the logs. I love the detailed ones. Seeing them like this. I'm thinking like bridge design now. And they did also include sounds with these as well. So amethyst will sound like amethyst. Standing on this will sound like standing on stone. That's how I could do it. I'm also thinking like railroad tracks as well. But yeah, we've got so many more to go through. They also included mini versions of like your utility blocks, such as crafting, smithing table, furnace, blast furnace. All you got to do is put one inside of there, and you get 8 in return every single time. Which, again, is the 1/8 that they were talking about. Let's see how these look. Now, this is quite intriguing. I'm going to put this here. So it actually constructs the table block by block. It's so cool. That's so cool. I mean, this is where, like, illegal Minecraft comes into play, right? So this is where you've got, like, your stairs. Yeah. You've got the stairs. I'm doing it. I'm doing it with all of them. Gotta make sure they attach. Another one there. Yeah. They're not functional. However, this is why I'm intrigued now. We'll do a furnace one. If I did fully build them, do they return to, like, their normal form of actually being functional? No, they don't. They don't. Not at all. But I guess that's one way to troll your friends when they're trying to open it and they've got no idea that you've added this. Okay, so these this is blast, I think. Attach there. Brilliant. You could go higher than this though, right? Yeah, you could go higher. It's going to start doing a second one. So other ones that they also included was a Fletcher, the smoker, and the cartography. Same rules are going to apply here. 1 in gives 8 in return. Every single time. I love this. You could build fences with this, right? I'm thinking of fences. Like, it feels so illegal It feels so illegal, but also looks really cool at the same time. Hold on, let's break this. I gotta add this to my realm. My community is gonna have so much fun messing around with this. Cartography. Here we go. Maybe you didn't like that design. This is gonna be quite interesting, this, actually. Because obviously we did it on this block. If we go to the other side, as you can see, it's gonna be slightly different. So the possibilities in terms of decoration are certainly endless. Glass. Yes, they did also include glass. So we'll do one of these. And this also includes the colored versions as well. So technically, if you've ever wanted glass stairs, now it's possible. And I know I keep talking about stairs, but there's like a million different combinations. Like, for example, that magical vertical slab, right? Let's try the stairs, guys. I gotta try it. Let's go with this. And then attach. Is it gonna fully break? You get them back. We'll leave that like that. It feels like a Tetris piece. In fact, what I am gonna do, grab a couple more of these. So these give you a lot. You're just working on a much smaller scale. There's your stairs. And then obviously we go bam, bam, up, bam, bam. Hold on, up. There we... Oh, that's wrong. No, that's right. That's right. We got glass stairs. And then you've got glass walls or pillars or whatever you want to do with these. Again, I think names is going to be quite a popular one as well. Piping will also be a very interesting one. I feel like people might do this above like map walls as well. Can I go inside of here and start placing them on this side then? I could. Certainly could. Try this side. Okay, you gotta be careful where you stand. Okay, you can't stand on the same block. Yeah, it still thinks you're on the same block if you try it that way. This is so awesome. Okay, what do we have next? So, I'm not gonna grab all of these, but I'll grab a couple. Your regular works, but also the stripped works as well. So, we'll put this inside of here and get them. Even the stripped. Okay. Wait. The only ones that you're not seeing inside of here is the nether-related ones, right? Yeah. So it doesn't work with Crimson or Warped. But the potential for future updates is certainly there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go crisscross if you really wanted to. And then obviously you've got these as well. Yes. So 1, 2. This. I'd have to go a little bit higher as well. They're so awesome. These are so cool too. There's loads of different options. Obviously, I've had the selections off for a little bit of time. I feel like once you got used to this, you'd probably play without selections. But my advice would be to start with a selection. Let's try like these. I don't want to do them all, but we'll grab a couple more. I'm just thinking of like mini trees that people would build. You know? How do I do like the branches? Branch them off like this. And then like this. We'll go a little bit higher with this. Take it out here. Something like that. And then obviously start adding the decoration leaves on top. And then all of these have also been included. Let's grab a couple. You could finally start doing like diamond shelves. That's kind of the way I would use something like this. Now, most of these have been included, but they haven't included a lot of copper blocks. This has been included, but the majority of them haven't. But again, with the potential of them being introduced in the future. Amethyst, if you do start placing these down, they have the sounds on them. I'm going to kind of do like some kind of decoration. I'd love to know in the comment section how you guys would utilize this for sure. Because I know your brains would be ticking thinking, okay, if I got this, this is what I could potentially do with it. It's going to very quickly break this one. I lost that one, I think. I think I lost it. Maybe I got it back inside the inventory. I'm not sure. But yeah, I love the fact that they've included sounds. And then, like, I'm thinking, like, parkour, too, right? What the mini block parkour? Yeah. Most certainly. Let's have a little look at this. I wish they did cake. Little cake block. That would be cool. And these seem really weird. I think one of the biggest ones that a lot of players are going to be definitely intrigued by has to be the, has to be dirt. I feel. It starts recognizing it as dirt as well. Because we've always talked about dirt slabs in Minecraft because, strangely enough, whether you knew this or not, it actually used to be a thing in this game. We used to have them. attach like this. Yeah, these used to exist. They're back again. So, like I said, guys, not every single block is currently supported. They've obviously hit some kind of limitation with what they could do, but there is like 250 different blocks, including mini honeycombs, including mini bookshelves. What else do we have? We've got all kinds of leaves, terracotta-related things as well. Mossy. We've got the bamboo. Oh, they also included the target block as well. And they've also included skulk and resin. So yeah, some kind of limitation in terms of what they've included. Oh, they were really loud. I like the skulk. Even comes with the noise. Even comes with the noise as well. I like how they group together as well. And I noticed that we did have... Where's the rest of it? I think we had melons. We also have... I think it's pumpkins. And I think it was wheat as well. Or is it hay bale? Hay bale has also been included. Because I would kind of have these around my designated farms, right? That's how I would use them. And things like this. So, yeah. I really like this. It's unique in so many ways. If you have any questions, the creators will be in the comment section to answer. Overall, do I recommend? Absolutely. Fantastic add-on. Fantastic price.